once again, here I am with a new astrological video. To all of my astrology friends out there, welcome back. So this time I'm going to discuss a bit about the upcoming and the highly anticipated new moon in Cancer that's going to happen roughly on the 25th of June on roughly 4 degrees of Cancer. So this new moon in Cancer will conjunct Jupiter. The energy of this, well, actually 3 heavenly bodies going to be merging their energies. New moon is the sun and the moon, and then with Jupiter. So this new moon in Cancer is going to be really, really potent in terms of its effect, in terms of its energy, in terms of what it can bring to our life, in terms of what it can bring to our manifestation. Our attempt to manifest things could be really amped up by hitchhiking on this new moon energy. Use this new moon energy in Cancer that conjunct Jupiter to our advantage, to your advantage, because we're not going to see this for a very long time. Because remember, Jupiter is in its exaltation sign for an entire year, and this only happens once every 12 years. So take advantage of this, especially this is a new moon. It's a brand new start. I mean, a new moon conjunct Jupiter, wow, that's incredible. Use it. Use this energy to your advantage. Start something, right? But at the same time, you have to remember, this is Cancer we're talking about. This is the sign that is very intuitive, very emotional. So pay attention also to your emotion. Make sure that, I'm not asking you to be an angel. No, it's just that if you have negative emotions accompanying this new moon or this Jupiter transit, try your best to look at it and integrate it, and then use it, transform it into good emotions, so that you can use this very emotional Cancer energy to your advantage, and use the energy of Jupiter to your advantage, and use this new moon energy in Cancer to your advantage. Because we only have 1 year. We can do so much in this 1 year with this Jupiterian in Cancer energy and this new moon energy. Remember, this new moon energy will reveal itself in a form of a result, or the result will come 6 months from now in the full moon in Cancer. But it's still, that full moon in Cancer 6 months from now still conjunct Jupiter, even though loosely, but it's still within 10 degrees of conjunction. So we're going to be protected, we're going to be blessed. This is going to be a very lucky year for us if we tune in to the frequencies and energies of Cancer and Jupiter. So take advantage of this new moon in Cancer. It will happen roughly at 4 degrees of Cancer. If you have any planets or points in your natal chart roughly from 0 degrees of Cancer all the way to 10 degrees of Cancer, the first 10 degrees of Cancer, you're going to feel this very strongly. You can tap into this energy more quickly. But if you have energies or planets or points in Cancer above or more than 10 degrees, you can still use this, because after all, you're still Cancer. You still have that Cancerian energy. So this is my all signs breakdown regarding this new moon in Cancer that will conjunct Jupiter for all 12 rising signs. Okay, for the first rising sign, we will go to Aries rising. Aries rising will be the most accurate, followed by Aries sun and Aries moon. For Aries rising, this Cancer new moon plus Jupiter that will also conjunct this new moon will happen in the 4th house. So there's going to be a lot of blessings, a lot of new things, and a lot of momentum in the realm of the 4th house. 4th house is your home, your literal home or place that you call home, or places that you consider to be your home. It's about your home, properties that you own, your property. It's also about your family. It's also about your mother. It's also about your ancestry. This is your emotional foundation. So this is basically the base of your chart. So those things will get a boost, and new things could happen in the fourth house because of this new moon and its conjunction with Jupiter. You also must remember the fourth house is your family, maybe a new family member, right? Maybe a child, who knows? So for Aries rising, this new moon and Jupiter that will conjunct this new moon will happen and will expand your fourth house. But you also have to remember, Jupiter expands everything it touches. So if things in your, for example, if things in your home is not really that conducive, or there's a lot of negativity, if you don't address it, then Jupiter will expand it. Just want to remind you guys. So fourth house will be expanded by this new moon energy and also by Jupiter. For the next rising sign, we will go to Taurus rising, the most accurate, followed by Taurus sun and Taurus moon. For Taurus rising, the Cancer new moon plus its conjunction with Jupiter will happen in your third house. This is about communications, your knowledge, your skills, education. This is also about your siblings. This could also be about social media, your gadgets, and also your vehicles. Third house also governs everything or people that it is immediately around you, but outside your family, for example, your neighbors, right? The third house also governs the lower education. I'm not saying that education is not important. It's just that higher education is the ninth house, lower or basic or compulsory education, that's the third house. So when it comes to the third house, the new moon will ask you to, well, it will provide a new impetus for you to start something fresh. With Jupiter also in the third house, conjunct this new moon, everything will be amplified. You will get the best of this Jupiter new moon conjunction if you think strategically, because this is the third house, a very cerebral house, right? If you have problems with your siblings, this new moon could trigger you or can give you a boost for you to resolve things with your siblings, and Jupiter will help. But generally, this new moon and Jupiter conjunction will help you to fix and to enhance things related to the third house for my Taurus rising friends. For the third rising sign, we will go to Gemini rising. For Gemini rising, the most accurate, followed by Gemini sun and Gemini moon. For Gemini rising, this new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter, which is also in Cancer, will happen in your second house. Wow, you hit a jackpot. Second house is money, value, resources, food. So this is basically the new moon and a conjunction to die for. Why? Because it will expand your opportunities to have more money. As simple as that. You will see more opportunities. You will feel more opportunities. Remember, second house, because it's Cancer, for Gemini rising, because it's Cancer, it is ruled by your emotions. So stay tuned to your emotions. Pay attention to your emotions. It could tell you something about ventures or things where you can make more money. Jupiter will expand it. Jupiter will give its blessings. You will feel more optimistic regarding your money, regarding the resources, regarding value. Second house is also about self-value, how you value yourself. So this new moon could start something that eventually down the road will help you increase your sense of worthiness. I am worthy. I am valuable. Jupiter is there to help you with that. So Gemini rising, use this very magnificent energy to boost your self-esteem, and to manifest more money and resources. For the fourth rising sign, we will go to Cancer rising, the most accurate, followed by Cancer sun and Cancer moon. Cancer rising, you are the star, not only of this new moon, but also because of Jupiter. You are the star for the entire year. Jupiter is blessing you. The first house, that is you. Not only your appearance, your body, your aura, your first impression. It's basically you. Jupiter is blessing you. So whatever you want, you can have it. This new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter will open the door for you to achieve whatever you want. So take advantage of this energy. Yes, Neptune and Saturn will going to basically square it and will put some roadblocks in front of you, whether it's material Saturn or immaterial Neptune. The roadblocks is from your 10th house, because as a Cancer rising, your 10th house is Aries. So maybe your career will put a dent to whatever you want to achieve. But rest assured, Jupiter is in a much higher dignity compared to Saturn. Saturn is in Aries. It's in fall. It's not in fact, this is the worst dignity for Saturn. But Cancer, Jupiter in Cancer, it's exalted. So pay attention to this energy. Be more emotional. I'm not saying be emotional like in a negative way. No, but you're already an intuitive person, Cancer rising. Use your emotions more. Pay attention to it more, right? If you have a lot of emotional baggage, do shadow work so you can manifest quickly, more effectively, and use this 1 year very blessed energy of Jupiter in Cancer. Because this energy will not come, it will only come once every 12 years. So use it, my dear Cancer rising friends. For the fifth rising sign, we will go to Leo rising, the most accurate, followed by Leo sun and Leo moon. For Leo rising, this Jupiter conjunct the new moon, or new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, will highlight your 12th house. This is a hidden house. This is the house of the mental health. This is the house of spirituality. This is the house of the other realm, the other world. This is the house where you cannot grasp, but it's there. So this may sounds like delusional, sounds like mumbo jumbo, or this 12th house is the house that often associated with things that are known and cannot be seen, but it can be felt. So with new moon here, Jupiter amplifying it, you will feel something, right? This is also the house of dream and sleep and rest and isolation. It can be isolation in a good way, but isolation in a bad way, it also could manifest. So pay attention to those things. If you want to be alone, if you want to be Leo rising, you are not known to be a loner. But if you need time to just separate yourself from the rest, take a time off. Just be yourself alone. This is the year to do that. So you can fix whatever it is in your mind, mental health, in your spirit. The 12th house is also the house where you can reach the divine, the house of spirituality. It's also the house where you can connect spirituality through dreams, through rest, also art. The 12th house also has connotation with art. Not only that, 12th house also foreign lands, faraway places. 9th house is foreign land, but 12th house can also be foreign land, but it's mainly faraway places. So maybe you can fly somewhere, or you want to travel alone, or you want to seek some kind of spiritual travel, you can also do that with this. Remember, Jupiter is also significator of a guru or a teacher. Maybe you can find some teacher or guru in foreign land or faraway places. But the most important thing is that for 12th house, mental health, take care of it. While Jupiter stations here for the rest of the year and up until middle 2026, this is your chance to fix or mend anything that is broken mentally and also spiritually. Okay, let's go to the sixth sign. For the sixth sign, we will go to Virgo rising, the most accurate, followed by Virgo sun and Virgo moon. For Virgo rising, new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter in Cancer will highlight your 11th house. 11th house is the house of friendship, networking, social media, hopes and dreams. This is also the house that governs big organizations and the collective. The collective is 11th house, but subconsciously the collective is the 12th house. So this new moon and Jupiter will give you a very big, a very blessed boost in this realm of your life. If you want to start a project involving social media, this is the year. This is the time. If you want to start a new friendship, or you want to connect more with your friends, this is the time. If you want to enhance your networking, whether it's for work or just for social life, this is the year. This is the time. So pay attention to this energy. Pay attention, because this new moon, Jupiter conjunct in your 11th house, this is big. Not to mention, Jupiter is in the house where it feels at home. Even though Jupiter is the original ruler of the 9th house, the best house for Jupiter is actually this house, the 11th house. So double blessing, new moon and Jupiter, and the house where it's finest joy, the 11th house. You also must remember, right? Use your emotion. Use your positive emotions to help you achieve what you want regarding your 11th house. Okay, for the 7th sign, we will go to Libra rising, the most accurate, followed by Libra sun and Libra moon. For Libra rising, this new moon in Cancer plus Jupiter in Cancer conjunct will happen, highlight and expand massively your 10th house. This is about career, public image, legacy. Wow. If you want to do something to make yourself famous, this is the year. This is the transit. I'm not joking. This is a big boost to your image, your public image, your career. Use it, Libra, use it. I beg of you, use it. This transit only lasts 1 year. Okay, but you have to pay attention. Jupiter will expand both positive and negative side of the 10th house. So you have to remember that. And you also have to pay attention to the movement of the moon, because the ruler of this, of Jupiter or your 10th house is the moon. Whatever you want to do, just pay attention to the moon and your emotions, and you will be fine. And always, always pray to the universe for guidance. Okay, for the 8th sign, we will go to Scorpio rising, the most accurate, followed by Scorpio sun and Scorpio moon. For those who have Scorpio rising, this new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter will enhance and expand your 9th house. This is the original house owned by Jupiter. So Jupiter is familiar with this house. In fact, this house is, Jupiter is the planet that gives the 9th house its meaning. Right? The 9th house is about travel, it's about philosophy, higher education, higher minds. It's also about foreign things. This is also about publication, right? If you want to be a writer, this is the transit that you've been waiting for. Use it. If you want to get your visa approved, this is the transit. Anything foreign will be enhanced by Jupiter, and the momentum will come with this new moon. Plus, Cancer will trine you because the ninth house automatically will trine the first house, which is you. Both the same element, water. So pay attention to your emotions, because the more positive emotions you emit, the better the results. Okay, let's go to the next sign. We will go now to Sagittarius rising, the most accurate, followed by Sagittarius sun and Sagittarius moon. For Sagittarius, this is going to be a very special year for you. Why? Because Jupiter is your ruler. You are Jupiter, and Jupiter is entering Cancer, the sign of its exaltation. This new moon in Cancer will conjunct Jupiter. This conjunction will happen in your 8th house. 8th house is about investments, it's about transformation, it's about shared resources, intimacy, sex, taboo things, dark things, things that you bury deep within you, subconscious. This is about also death and rebirth. Rebirth literally in terms of psychological rebirth, right? This is the house where you transform yourself from the lower self of yourself into the higher version of yourself. So this is not typically an easy house, but you can manage it. In fact, you can thrive on it. Why? Because Jupiter is here, helping you to navigate the uncertainty and the intensity of the 8th house. So you can do this. This new moon will also help you in doing whatever you need to do to help you manifest the best outcome in terms of your 8th house things. Remember, 8th house is also investments, insurance, debt, right? This is also the house of where, yes, this is the house of big money. So if you have a plan to achieve that, use this Jupiter transit and use this very blessed new moon as a way forward to achieve your goals. Okay, let's go to the next sign. We will go to Capricorn rising, the most correct, followed by Capricorn sun and Capricorn moon. For Capricorn rising, this new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter in Cancer will highlight your 7th house. The 7th house is about marriage, partnership, whether it's private or business partnership, about contracts. This is the house about contracts. This is the house of the audience. This is the house of your consumers if you work in a market. This is the house of your relationship, close relationship, one-to-one relationship. This is the house where you basically put the roots in regards to your relationship. This is where you can find the type of spouses that you want, you need, you crave. Everything is in the 7th house, partnership. This is the original house of Libra. So when Jupiter enters this house, it is exalted because it's in the sign of its exaltation, Cancer. So literally you could find someone that you've been waiting for. You could marry someone that you've been waiting for. This new moon in Cancer will give you an impetus to achieve that. This is also about business partnership. You can find someone that is very good for your business, to help you to grow your business. This is also the house of contracts. Pay attention to your contracts, right? Now you will have the blessing of the universe to get the best deal from whatever contracts that you want to sign, but also pay attention to the details. Okay, for the 11th sign, we will go to Aquarius rising, the most accurate, followed by Aquarius sun and Aquarius moon. For Aquarius rising, this new moon in Cancer conjunct Jupiter will occur and highlight your 6th house. This is the house of daily chores, daily work, daily routines. This is also the house of your health, physical health, your pets. This is also the house where you burn your karma through service. Right? So basically all of these things will be emphasized by this Jupiter transit, and this new moon will give you a boost to whatever ventures you want to do to improve your daily lives. Why? Because the 6th house is the house of improvement. For example, if you want to improve your health, you can do it using this new moon and Jupiter transit. For example, Maybe you want to start a gym membership after this new moon. Maybe you want to take new pets, right? You want to adopt new pet. You want to improve your daily life, daily tasks, daily routines. You can do it. Jupiter will help you in managing your day-to-day activities much better. This is also the house that tells you the details of your career, which is 10th house. So Jupiter could also help you. But this new moon will give you an impetus to start something new, and this Jupiter will give its blessings. Okay, let's go to the last rising sign. We will go now to Pisces rising, the most accurate, followed by Pisces sun and Pisces moon. Okay, for Pisces rising, this new moon in Cancer with conjunction also with Jupiter in Cancer will highlight or will put a big emphasis on your 5th house. The 5th house is about children, hobbies, fun, romance, love, creativity, glamour, entrepreneurship, gambling. These are the things associated with the 5th house together with your inner child. The 5th house is a lucky house. This is the house where you kind of like withdraw your previous good karma or the deposit or the good karma that you deposited during your previous lifetime. Remember that scene in Harry Potter where his parents left him a lot of money? So this 5th house is kind of like that. So you withdraw all the good karma, the blessings, the luck that you've been collecting from your previous lifetime, previous reincarnation, and you access it today in this lifetime through the 5th house. So this is a very, very lucky, blessed house. With Jupiter here, it will put more luck, more blessings. Not only that, new moon in Cancer will help you to start something in regards to your 5th house. If you want to have children, this is the best time to start. If you want to start a business, entrepreneurship, this is the best time, the best year. If you want to create new project in terms of expressing yourself, because this is the house of self-expression, in terms of creativity, new art project, right? This is the best time, the best start. If you want just basic to have a new hobbies, things to have fun with, this is the best start, the best year. Use your emotions, because Pisces rising, sometimes they can be overwhelmed by emotions, so they cannot fully access this 5th house. So clear yourself from negative emotions, do some shadow work, and then access this very, very blessed house through this transit of Jupiter, and you can start it after this new moon in Cancer. The universe will bless you and help you with that.